Hi, it's Dan. Just want to let you know, ahead of time, in our opening news segment, we discuss, the, sort of news and drama behind Scourge the Speed Demon. However, this information was incomplete and mostly the product of, the announcement. We didn't have the full story, and we will talk about it in a later episode. So stay tuned for that. But that'll be at least another 2 episodes from now, because next episode is fanfic reading. We recorded that already. We decided we didn't want to talk about it yet. We will talk about it in episode 70. So stay tuned. And enjoy the episode.
Sonic Lore Podcast. I am one of the students, Devon.
I'm the other student, Morg.
And I'm the teacher, Dan. It's another Fan Zone week. We did it early because next week's Thanksgiving, and we're not recording then.
Yeah, welcome to our podcast, The Mario
Mix.
The Mario Mix. I feel like we've made this joke before, but...
I think I made it on Pot of Greed for an April Fool's special.
Oh, maybe that's why. I just
Welcome to our podcast, the Dragon Ball classroom, where we learn about Dragon Ball Z.
Truly.
We're talking about the first 4 episodes of Super Mario Bros. Z, seminal fan animation by Alvin Earthworm, actual name Mark Haynes. These were made over the course of the year 2007, I believe. Let me make sure. Also, I should just go over a few pieces of news. Let's see. So, first off, let's see. Imposter Syndrome came out. I haven't read it, so I can't really tell you much more than that. It's got Surge the Tenrec and Kitsunami the Fennec. Then, another piece of news. Ken Penders is working in association with this team of fans to create a comic about his character.
Let's go.
Scourge the Hedgehog.
Let's go.
Yeah, this series is called Scourge the Speed Demon.
Let's go.
One day we'll get to talk about Scourge in detail, but just to note some important things that I do know. So,
isn't that just evil Sonic?
Yeah, that's evil Sonic.
Isn't that just Sonic who fucks?
That's just Sonic who fucks.
I guess
that's just
so,
Sonic
yeah.
who fucks.
Yeah. I mean, Sonic who fucks is Gex, but...
Yeah, true.
Yeah, but anyways, so... Scourge...
And he's good, so...
Yeah.
It
is worth noting that Scourge's design is modeled after the version that was made after Penders had left Archie Comics. Because of how copyright laws work, he gets to use that design.
The Volcel Sonic versus the Incel Scourge. Is this anything?
I think this is something.
It's something now.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, and some interesting bits of news related to this group. I believe it is a group of comic creators called Rush. The lead artist does in fact follow just a whole bunch of right-wing folks. Does seem to be very right-wing, like this little warning post that somebody made notes that some of their followers include Paul Joseph Watson, Breitbart, PragerU, Ben Shapiro, Steven Crowder, just all the classics.
Yeah.
This might be generalizing a bit, but I would expect nothing less from anyone who is dedicated enough to work with Ken Penders to make a Scourge comic.
Someone messaged him asking him to address the allegations, and Ken Penders noted that he didn't check the political leanings of the people he does business with, as he didn't think that was relevant. And also goes on to note that being a fan of Ian Flynn doesn't seem as relevant. He's a give a person a chance type of guy.
Yeah, he made a direct comparison of being a right-wing shithead and an Ian Flynn liker.
Yes.
They're the same. They're the same.
Yeah, they're comparable.
Yeah. When you don't like two things, when you don't like two groups of people, they're the same thing. It's like how people like to compare communists and Nazis because they were called National Socialists.
Yeah, they're the same thing.
Yeah.
Two things are the same thing. Doesn't matter.
There's no difference between good and bad things.
There's no difference. Yeah. It's kind of one of those things where we're like, should we talk about this? Shouldn't we? But like, it's just gonna come up, it's gonna come up in future RG shit, so it's like, well, we probably should address this. So yeah, we know, and it sucks.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ken Penders.
Thanks, Ken Penders. I think that goes over the important bits of news. Oh, wait, there is one other bit of news. A significantly lighter and less concerning piece of news. Let me just check. I saw it on the Yakuza Discord. Sega is releasing a line of colognes based on,
Yes.
let's see.
Sonic Cologne.
Yes, there's Sonic Cologne, there's Yakuza Cologne, and Shenmue Cologne.
I can't wait to smell like Kazuma Kiryu.
I'm very curious. So, there were some notes on, like, what the Yakuza one and the Sonic one smell like. Sonic one's got sort of it says, like, I don't know, Caribbean, citrus fruits, stuff like that.
Okay.
The Yakuza one is supposed to smell like oak, various types of wood and bourbon, which I can kind of see, because, like, there's bars in those games. I'm very curious what the Shenmue one smells like. My gut assumption is it smells like a leather jacket. I could also see it smells like the ocean. It smells like...
I feel like someone posted about this. Like, it smells like pimento. Not the cheese, but like the pepper? I don't really understand.
Oh. Pimento Pokemori.
Pimento?
Pimento Pokemori.
Yes. Okay, so it does seem to be exclusive to... Hang on. I'm just real quick gonna make sure. I think this is just in Europe, but I want to find out. Let's see. Sega shop. Okay. There's an unofficial Twitter account for the Sega shop, which just, like, posts deals and stuff. Doesn't seem to have any announcements. Oh, wait, this hasn't updated in years. Never mind.
Oh no.
So,
whoops.
We can just ignore that one and throw it at the toilet. No, I don't see anything on the official Sega shop about fun colognes. There is some fun holiday stuff. There is a Chow collection. I'm looking at this Chow collection and it does look very good. Just like a t-shirt with a whole bunch of different Chow designs on it. That's good. But no colognes. They didn't want to get that weird over here.
Cowards.
Mm-hmm. Bring the clone here so I can smell like Sonic the Hedgehog.
I want to smell like the Need for Speed.
Mm. But yeah, that's it for news as far as I'm aware. So let's get into these.
Let's get into some disrespectful things happening.
Really?
Metal Sonic beats up my boy Yoshi with his tongue.
It's disrespectful. It is
disrespect.
It's so fucking rude. He's fine though.
Yeah.
He's alright, but he died.
Mm-hmm. I included in the selection the opening video. It's set to the OP of Megaman.exe access. I guess he just liked that OP.
Fair enough.
Good OP?
Yeah, it's a good attempt at recreating an OP. Like, all the characters, you get to see them all do their things. There's group shots. So, let's get into Episode 1, Bowser's Return. The episode opens on a Goomba walking throughout some field somewhere in the world of Mario. And he finds a mysterious blue gem. He thinks about giving it to Goombella. But then, there's a big anime explosion, and Mecha Sonic shows up, demanding the emerald.
He want it.
He want it.
Goomba, stands no chance.
Mm-hmm.
But that Goomba says, what do you mean emerald? This is a sapphire, it's blue.
Yeah.
I'm just damn, these motherfuckers love DBZ.
Yeah, this is just some farmer with a shotgun moments in here.
That's how you know they're good.
Mm-hmm. I think that does, as Mechasonic prepares to, destroy this Goomba, we cut to the 5th annual Mario Kart Grand Prix. There's some Lakitus on commentary, and 2 racers are up against each other for this race. It's in the red fire, the Mario Kart is Mario and Luigi, and in the Brute, Wario's car, is Wario and Waluigi. And we get a race scene. Wario and Luigi get a head start. The red fire isn't working right, but Luigi's able to get it kick-started with a gold mushroom.
Yeah, the implication is that, Wario and Waluigi probably did something to the car?
That would make sense, yeah.
That's what I got out of it anyway. But then they, sped ahead, and, Mario and Waluigi are like, fuck, they're not having that, and so they, pull out a mushroom, make the car real big.
Well, I think
they make Mario and Luigi's car real small.
Yeah, they use the lightning item.
They say, ha ha ha, how'd you get so little?
Mm-hmm. Ha ha ha, why are you so small? And we get all these, like, fun Mario Kart power-ups getting used. But then a whole bunch of bob-ombs and the funny dancing banana from Peanut Butter Jelly Time show up.
It's everywhere. That banana's everywhere.
Mm-hmm. And they all get blown up. Mario hits the ground. Luigi fucking eats it.
Yeah, Luigi fucking eats it a lot in these ones.
Yeah. It is also worth noting, the Mario and Luigi seem to work off of, Superstar Saga rules, like the Mario and Luigi RPGs. Neither of them can talk, but they can emote. The same seems to apply to Wario and Waluigi.
Yeah, Sonic can talk just fine now.
Yeah.
I guess, like, Mario doesn't talk in the games that much anyway.
Mm-hmm.
People understand him.
Yeah.
People understand. Like, he still seems to tell the other characters things. It just doesn't have, like, a speech thing like everyone else does. Yeah,
he says some vaguely Italian sounding gibberish, and they understand. It's great. So Bowser's here. He's gloating. He's here to kidnap the princess. But first, he's gonna beat up Mario. So it's go time. They gotta fight. But Mario and Luigi get ready to fight, but then Luigi chickens out. And Mario has to fight Bowser all by himself. And we're left with some questions by the narrator. What will happen next? Find out next time on Super Mario Bros. Z. And then there's credits. Set the Star Fox music.
Yeah. Star Fox music. I wonder why. Just because I don't know what they're...
Yeah, I wonder if it's like a Melee thing, because I remember Super Smash Bros. Melee, which would have been the most recent Smash at the time, had like a whole credit sequence set to like music that included Star Fox music. Or it was like this thing where you flow around and shot stuff. That might work, yeah. It really is a snapshot of, like, video games in the, early Wii, era. We get Episode 2, Warrior from Another Dimension. In this sort of, like, opening scene, we see Mecha Sonic. He's got one emerald, and he just needs to find the rest. We see Mario and Bowser fight.
Bowser kicks the shit out of Mario for a while.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's doing really well. Then eventually it starts to like turn in Mario's favor. Mario's like, it's like playing Matrix music, I think, as he turns into Fire Mario. And
yeah, good
he
shit.
Does a Kamehameha with a fireball.
Good shit.
It's good.
The crowd start cheering for Mario, like in Super Smash Bros. Melee when you're playing good as Mario. He does like a little flourish. But then, Bowser reveals his secret. He gets, Kamek, I think, to do a little spell called Parappa the Rapper, which...
I was wondering, why are you referencing Parappa the Rapper? What the fuck is happening?
The amount of 2007 rolling off this video.
Bowser eats a metal mushroom and becomes Metal Bowser, which are clearly Bowser sprites with an effect placed over them to make them look more metallic. I don't remember what this effect is called, but it is definitely one of those effects you can get in a simple editor like, say, Microsoft Paint.
Yeah, with an effect that makes my eyes hurt.
Effect that makes you blind.
Effect that makes you feel like you're squinting.
I can barely tell what's going on in it. Also, I do think one thing that is a bit of a problem in these animations is a lot of them use sprites that were for the Game Boy Advance, which are nice sprites, but require close-ups that are too close-up than the sprites were ever intended to be. So it does look hard. It is hard to tell what's going on sometimes. So, yeah, Bowser's firing big fireballs now, and he's winning against Mario.
I was like, why does metal make your fireballs bigger?
Well, because now he can get super hot and not worry about melting.
Yeah.
He conducts the heat better.
Then, just as Bowser's about to land the final blow on Mario...
I will say, in this fight...
And which he does call sudden death.
Good.
Yeah?
I will say in this fight, there's a funny joke where Mario grabs a hammer to try to use it on Bowser, and he does like a big attack and brings it down, and hits Bowser on the head and just starts shaking, and then drops the hammer, and the hammer just like shakes into the ground. And I'm like, oh, I'm glad there's a Looney Tunes bit in this.
It makes sense. So, just as Bowser's about to land the final blow, a capsule falls from the sky. It hits Bowser, causing him to lose his metal form. Then Mario gets his cape power-up, and it starts playing what I think is Matrix music. I distinctly hear the...
I have no idea.
It's like Smack My Bitch Up or something like that.
Yeah, it is.
I was like, this feels kind of out of place. I don't know.
No, this is incredibly in place.
I know there's a lot of...
This is during the Matrix, everyone...
telling me to smack my bitch up.
Yeah, this is during the everyone being like, the Matrix is cool, actually, time.
It is cool.
I know, it's really cool, but this is
it's
this is everyone being like, that rave scene ruled, actually.
It's very specifically WoW cool punching era.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, Mario is able to turn the tide on the fight, and he starts beating the crap out of Bowser, but then Kamek holds Peach hostage, threatening to turn her into a Goomba. And out from the capsule come two balls that hit Kamek and launch him into the sky.
Mysterious balls!
There's a line he says, like, I'm flying Wii, and I don't know what that's a reference to, but I know it's a reference.
We're blasting off again!
Ding!
Then...
I was like, I understand it's Kamek because he's in more games. But I'm also like, what if it was the one from the Paper Mario games? The girl witch, because, like...
Yeah, Cammy.
Cammy, that's her name. Because there's, like, a lot of other Paper Mario references and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they literally are going to, in later episodes, have the Star Spirits and, like, one of the Yoshis from the Paper Mario games.
Yeah. There are some interesting things that were shown in that OP. We even, in a later part of this episode, we do get some bosses from the original Paper Mario.
Oh yeah, of course. The Koopa, yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So, Mario punches Bowser so hard that he hits the screen, which I think is a thing from Superstar Saga. I'm not sure.
I never played those games.
I played it a very long time ago. Specifically middle school. It's a good game.
Especially if I like the Paper Mario games.
And the capsule's inhabitants reveal themselves. It's Sonic the Hedgehog and Shadow the Hedgehog. And we get a little closing notes from the narrator as the episodes end. Oh, yeah, by the way, I haven't brought this up. Oh, fuck. Craig's out of here. Let me get Craig back in.
No! Not while I'm testing out Reaper.
So long, Gay Craig!
Alright,
Yo, Craig, we thought you were dead.
So, what was I gonna say? Okay, what I was gonna say was, it is worth noting that, the files for these were originally, more interactive. Like, there's like a little animation of Mario, like there's a loading screen, and when it's ready, you would press play, Mario would jump and hit the play box, and we get a power-up. And also, to advance dialogue, you would have to click a little, like, button in the corner of the screen.
Rip Flash.
Yeah. By the way, in case you haven't watched these, and you should, everything's in text. There's no actual voice acting outside of, like, samples occasionally used.
Yes.
So, okay, yeah, moving on to episode 3.
The most disrespectful episode of all time.
This has a distinct anti-Yoshi agenda. It is called,
They do my boy so dirty.
It's called The New Threat. So, Sonic and Shadow are at Peach's castle. They've been allowed to stay as thanks for rescuing Peach from Kamek.
Yeah, and they're, like, grateful and everything, and Sonic and Shadow are, like, trying to figure out how much to tell them, because they, like, need their help finding that Chaos Emeralds, and they explain what the Chaos Emeralds are. But they don't go into everything yet. But Peach,
They will, though.
They will, though. Shadow seems pissed off, like usual. He doesn't want to, like, ask for help. Even though Sonic's like, come on, man.
Dude, don't be like that.
Peach tells them to take Yoshi with them, because his nose is good for snuffing out stuff, I guess.
Here, take my dog.
Yeah, I was like, Yoshi's not your dog, but okay. Egad shows up.
Which makes everything that happens later even more disrespectful.
I know.
Egad shows up next episode, but...
Just, that's a dog.
Oh, is that next up? You're right, because Yoshi's fucking... sick. So they can't use him.
Yoshi's dead.
That's right, though. That's right. They, like... they kind of go on like a hunt. There's like fun little there's like little like how Sonic and stuff interact with Mario's world, and how Mario interacts with Mario's world.
Mm-hmm. There's also there also is like a bit where we find out Wario and Waluigi are listening in. They want to get the emeralds and sell them for riches.
Want to get fucking money.
Mm-hmm. There's a Scooby-Doo doors bit with pipes, and Mario gets to see all his old sprites.
The banana shows up at one point with the pipes.
Mm-hmm. But eventually, Yoshi digs through a bush and finds a Chaos Emerald.
Luigi's mad at first because Yoshi kicks him off his back while he's looking for the emerald in the bush. But then he found it and he's like, oh, okay, good. I'm not mad anymore. But then the fucking cliff is split in half.
Yeah, a mysterious flash slices off the cliff that Yoshi found the emerald on. And Yoshi falls. He hits a bunch of slopes on the way down.
Poor buddy.
But he's got the emerald. But someone else is here. It's Mecha Sonic. Mecha Sonic demands the Chaos Emerald.
So Yoshi eats it.
Yeah, he eats it. And then Mecha Sonic turns one of his arms into a gun and starts firing at Yoshi.
Yeah, out of pocket.
Yoshi's just crying about it. Which, like, I don't blame him. I would cry if someone had a gun at my face, too.
If a dude just walked up and just pulled out a Glock and said, "You're going to give me that rock you just ate."
No!
So, yeah, we get a whole fight scene with them. Like, Yoshi has the ability to roll himself in an egg, which I think is a Smash thing.
Yes, that's a Smash thing.
Yep.
Chucking eggs at Mecha Sonic is also a Smash thing. I mean, he does that in the other games too, but I'm just thinking, like, does a lot of his, like, fun little things that you can see in Smash. Like ground pound and stuff. He, like, kinda holds his own, but he definitely gets overpowered.
Yeah.
Poor buddy.
Yeah.
He does at one point fucking slurp up Mecha Sonic and put him in an egg. He, like, struggles with it, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he vores Mecha Sonic.
He does vor Mecha Sonic. That does happen. So what I thought was gonna happen is he's gonna, like, vor Mecha Sonic, he's gonna poop out the egg, and then, like, Mecha Sonic was gonna come out with, like, the emerald in his hand.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
that would be incredibly funny.
He, like, somehow found it in Yoshi's stomach. But no. He ends up, like, beating Yoshi. Like, he breaks out of the egg and beats Yoshi and, like, kind of just pops it out of his mouth.
Yeah, Yoshi goes to, like, eat him again with his tongue, and Mecha Sonic just grabs it and proceeds to just beat him up with his own tongue.
Yeah, I was like, ooh, I know his tongue's, like, strong, but, ooh, being, like, swung around by your long Yoshi tongue, ooh, no. Ow.
Very painful.
That shit sucks.
Just so disrespectful to my boy.
Does not respect the invincibility frames of his tongue at all.
No, not at all. Eventually, he forces Yoshi to spit out the emerald, and now he has two. He prepares to kill Yoshi, but then the rest show up. The Mario Party, if you will.
The Mario Party, they do make a funny joke about Mario Party earlier, too. I like that Mario is like, has his cape on, and then is like dragging Luigi with a rope across the sky. Like,
yeah, Luigi's dead.
This way? Luigi died earlier. He fucking like crashed into the fucking pavement.
Luigi has died 1,000 times, and he will die 1,000 more.
So true.
Mechasonic has 2 emeralds. Shadow's very upset about this, but Sonic points out that he's the one who sent the emeralds here in the first place. And Sonic says he'll explain the full story later, and the episode ends. So now is episode 4. Just a note, don't watch this one on Newgrounds. There's a weird glitch with whatever emulated version they're using that causes the loading screen music to constantly play while the episode goes. But watch the YouTube version, or if you really want to, there's Mark Haynes uploaded like the whole series in one video on YouTube. I didn't use that version because that seemed difficult to keep track of. It's like, it doesn't even have like chapter markings or whatever. The closest thing is like there's some timestamps in the description.
You would think that would make it into chapters now. I guess the video was made before chapters were made.
Yeah, maybe. There's a note at the start that now, instead of having to click on an arrow in the corner, you can advance through episode dialogue with the spacebar. And also, make sure you have the latest version of Flash downloaded. You can literally find it by Googling the words Flash or Macromedia Flash into Google.
I don't know why that delights me so much.
So
I think it's ontology.
Episode 4. Here come the Koopa Bros.
Here they come.
It's the Koopa Bros.
The Koopa Bros. Everyone is gathered in Mario's house from Superstar Saga. And Mario is tending to Yoshi because Mario is a doctor, among many other things.
I like that Sonic's like, I knew you were a plumber, I didn't know you were a doctor.
Yeah, Yeah?
I was also just like, how does Sonic know about Mario?
Yeah, I am wondering.
He read a lot of books.
Mario is a fictional character in his universe, I think.
Oh shit. Fucked up.
But yeah, Mario's in like the full Dr. Mario outfit. He can generate pills to give to Yoshi.
I don't think Yoshi needs pills right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yoshi does wake up, but he's still like hurt.
Mm-hmm. Yes, not fully.
So much effort put into this. I know, like, I could have imagined that before, but just like, I'm just thinking about it now.
Mm.
It's a lot of effort put into this.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. Is this when Sonic tells the full story?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yoshi gets up, but he hasn't fully recovered. And Sonic feels really bad about putting Yoshi's life in danger. So
Sorry, I almost got you killed, bud.
Mm-hmm. He gives the full backstory. So Sonic and his friends lived peacefully on a planet called Mobius. Things were chill until one day Eggman showed up with his Death Egg. He tried time and time again to take over the world, and time again Sonic would thwart his plans. Part of his efforts were to create various Metal Sonics, and Sonic would always beat them, and they would always come back stronger. One did something different, and it is the Metal Sonic from Sonic CD. He had a strong will, and while others would get destroyed, he would come back faster and stronger. One night, he snuck into a top-secret Eggman facility and fused himself with all the other Sonic robots. He became Turbo Mecha Sonic.
Turbo Mecha Super Mecha
Ultimate
Robot Monkey Force Go Sonic.
Yeah. Eggman found him and threatened to deactivate him. But Mecha Sonic broke free from Eggman's control and
shot him
against him. Probably shot him. The Death Egg crashed into Mobius. The sky was filled with thick black clouds of smoke that blocked out the sun. Mecha Sonic wished to become stronger and sought out to kill every one of Sonic's friends. First, he murdered Tails. Then, Amy. Not even Knuckles could stand up to them.
He kills
cream and cheese in cold blood.
He sure
this guy has got
does.
To be stopped.
Within a few hours, he had wiped out nearly all of Mobius, and Sonic faced off against him with an emerald. Unfortunately, he lost, and Mecha Sonic was about to become super. But then, Shadow intervened. Using his power of chaos control, he warped the Chaos Emeralds to another world. That would have been it. They could have won.
Chaos control.
Metal Sonic warped away as well.
You can just do that.
Metal Sonic just said bye.
Yeah. Sonic and Shadow found the remains of the Death Egg, and using blueprints they found and the various remnants of the Death Egg, constructed a capsule to warp them to Mario's dimension. And then they transported to the Mushroom Kingdom, and that's around when episode 2 happened. Everyone is very sad. Peach is crying. They vow to get the emeralds and save the world. Mario and Luigi are very determined to help. They do like a huge, victory. They do like a huge hype up flourish. They get their capes, and they declare themselves Super Mario Brothers.
Damn, they sure are.
Hey, damn, that's the name of the game.
Then, honk honk, Crash, Egats here. He was riding on the Poltergust, and he apparently heard about everything that happened and brought something to help them. It's a Game Boy. It's the GBC Chaosy Gadulator, or it's the Emerald Radar. He got a Dragon Radar, except it looks like a Game Boy. So,
I would love if my Game Boy found rare items.
But then, I think this is just pretty much what what it does in Luigi's Mansion. It's the ghost detector.
I would love if my Game Boy detected ghosts.
What was I going to say? My mind went blank again. He has this radar, but then the lights go out, and the Chaos Emerald he had provided, to research its effects and create the radar is gone. They assume it's Mechasonic who took it.
Even though they're not all fucking dead.
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if Mechasonic was here, at least 5 of you would be dead by now.
Yes, so far his strategy does not involve turning out the lights and going at it like a Nosferatu.
Yeah, his strategy appears to be, shows up, threatens you, takes it, then kills you.
But they check the radar, and the Emerald's moving east. We then get a little transition where Mario and Sonic are on a world map, and Luigi's just going wherever, but they get to where it is. It's the Koopa brothers from Paper Mario. They took the Emerald. Sonic, Mario, and Luigi plan to, sneak up on them, but Shadow just shows up and starts, threatening them.
Shadow's an idiot in this. I was like, dude. I mean, I guess the whole thing is that he's I just want to get this over with. I want to stop these assholes. Yeah. But I'm like, why is Sonic the sneaky one?
Yeah. Shadow is basically leaning into being Vegeta.
True.
True. We all knew it.
So the Koopa brothers introduce themselves by turning on their sound system, which is just a very cheap looking boombox. And there's this bit that I think is a reference that I do not get. It's they're announcing their names, Kenny, Johnny, Mikey, Ricky. They're the Spirit Squad. I do not know what this is. But that's the wrong theme.
Yeah, I have no idea what this reference is.
Their actual titles are Red, Black, Green, and Yellow. And together, they are the Koopa Bros.
We love the Koopa Bros in this house.
We love the Koopa Bros in this house.
They're great.
What's better than 1 rude lad, 4 rude lads?
They're so dumb. I love that they keep their fucking ridiculousness that they had in the game.
I do appreciate Mario's world just unapologetically being the world from the Mario RPGs, with everything attached to that. So they fight. Mario punches Red through a mountain. Everyone's doing moves from the games. And we get the scene's cool, it whips ass, but the Koopa Bros are losing, and so they use their secret technique, which is to stack on top of each other and all become their shell form and attack at once.
They should have turned into the robotic Bowser. That's my opinion.
They should have turned into Big Robot Bowser.
But by doing this, they activate their they activate a secret technique unknown even to themselves. The Emerald activates, and they become super powerful. And they win the fight. And also, they grab the Dragon Radar. They're gonna collect all the emeralds and take over the Koopa Kingdom.
I love how much Mario, Sonic, Shadow, and Luigi suck ass in this.
Yeah, they just keep losing.
They're always getting their shit rocked.
Mm-hmm.
Goku would never let this happen.
Goku would never. They're all just waiting for Goku, is the thing.
We're all simply waiting for Goku.
Waiting for Goku.
We're gonna get to the last episode.
This is the Goku of this world. Who's in the hyperbolic time chamber right now?
I think the person who made this is like, oh, it's Sonic to Shadow's Vegeta, but I'm like, no, it's not Sonic to me. It's like...
Maybe it's Yoshi.
Maybe it's Yoshi.
Maybe.
This is like when Goku fights one person and gets his shit rocked, and then he goes and sleeps for a while, and everyone else gets their shit rocked, and then he shows up to kick their ass.
Yeah, right now...
Yoshi in the Superbolic fucking time chamber. That's not...
Mushroom chamber.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know what the fuck I'm saying.
Yeah, right now, Yoshi, as he rests, Yoshi's spirit is running to Snake Way. He's gonna train with King Kai, then he's gonna run back and win.
As Yoshi rests, they're gonna want to save on time in training montages by just saying every time he nearly dies, he just gets even stronger.
But yeah, the narrator asks how the team will recover from this, and you'll find out next time on Super Mario Bros. Z. And that's it for this week. I very much enjoyed watching this. Like, I was worried I put on too many videos, but I got so absorbed into it when I actually started watching that it didn't matter.
Yeah, these were really well made.
Yeah, it took an incredible amount of effort to make these. Like, I highly recommend checking out Mark Haynes on YouTube, on Twitter. Let me read, aka Alvin Earthworm. I'm just really gonna quick check if he still has his Patreon ups, because if so, I want to plug his Patreon. He actually did release a new episode earlier this year of his reboot. Let's see, Alvin Earthworm. I'm gonna cut this out as I look. No, this isn't it. Hang on. Let me see. Let me check this new episode that went up 6 months ago. There's also some little bonus videos here. One where it's a fight set to Ed, Edd n Eddy sound effects. One with like other versions of Yoshi. There's a Go Animate style fight. Oh, by the way, I've seen the first episode of the reboot, and it's kind of amazing how it's truly astounding to watch. Okay, Mark Haynes, Alvin SMBZ. He does not have a Patreon, but he does have a Kodash fee. So go donate to that. Visit at Alvin's SMBZ. Seriously, support this guy. He deserves it. He puts a lot of work into this stuff. So, anyways, let's go into some questions. We got even though I very much sent this in at the last minute, I was able to get some responses. We've got one Twitter question from Sky at Genuine No Prize, who asks, what other franchises would you like to be given an action makeover like this?
Action makeover.
Like, if you could make it into Dragon Ball, I guess.
Yeah, because I was like, I mean, Mario and Sonic have action in them already.
Yeah.
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 Well, what series would you basically want to see turned into anime?
Yeah.
All of them. No.
That's true.
I feel like I don't remember why this came. Oh, because I was trying to think of like future Pokemon teams, like themes that I wanted to do that weren't music, and the one I came up with was Total Drama Island as like kind of a joke. But then I was like, what if Total Drama Island DBC? That would be really dumb, but I'm sure it exists.
I feel like Total Drama Island is already DBZ. Like on a spiritual level?
Total Drama it's Danganronpa, I think, right?
It's kind of Danganronpa.
It's kind of Danganronpa.
With less murder. With less murder. Like, people don't die.
People die on that.
People don't typically die. It has less murder, but, like, it still has, like, a big cast of, like, teenagers that, like, are mean to each other. So, it's Survivor. It's just cartoon Survivor. Like, that's what it is. Mm-hmm. But also Danganronpa Dragon Ball Z would be extremely stupid. But I would I would look into it at least. If nothing else. And then be like, this is cringe.
Bro, that's so cringe.
So I keep thinking of things that I don't necessarily want to see.
I'm looking at my Steam games to get ideas. One thing I'm thinking of is, one of them is probably Fallout, but DBZ, which I guess is Fists of the North Star.
Yeah, that's just Fists of the North Star.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it. So.
But, yeah. Just a dude who can punch super mutants real good. Let's see. Let me see. Shit. I'm trying to come up with ideas. It would be funny if, like, I don't know. I can't think of anything.
Pyre Dragon Ball Z would be fun. Pyre, like,
actually,
by Supergiant.
Ooh.
I'm thinking, like, Hades, suddenly.
Hades
like,
nuts. Another Supergiant game. So.
Yeah.
That one's, like, easier to picture, probably, just because it's, like, I mean, they're gods game. Anyway.
Yeah.
That's why I went for, like, the less obvious one with Pyre.
I do want to see Zagreus go Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
He's a god.
That's what happens
but he'll go Super Saiyan God.
Menu and he'll become a Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan.
I'm pretty sure that's already a joke in Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, God.
Here's one I found. Saints Row. I want to...
Alright.
Saints Row DBZ. Just get all in on the punching.
Fucking Minecraft DBZ. I don't know.
Yakuza 3, except you can shoot fireballs out of your hands.
There you go.
You know, we're saying all these, and with the popularity of DBZ, I feel like within 5, seconds of Google searching, we can find these. Like any one of these.
Yeah, true. I mean, a lot of these, a lot of anime and stuff still, they make references to, DBZ and stuff, even if it's,
right.
Bringing back Danganronpa, there is a DBZ reference, even, because I've been watching Sam Positive Stress, play through it, even though, Lauren isn't the one actually playing through it, but, it's on Sam's Twitch, and, there's already, a Dragon Ball Z reference with, the fucking, Ishimaru. He fucking goes Super Saiyan. He fucking, fuses with his best bro. Anime loves making that kind of fucking DBZ reference.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
So, trying to think of things that aren't, anime, Yeah.
I'm like brain poisoned right now.
I'm thinking too much about this.
And I've been playing a lot of Higurashi again. And
Are
I was
you?
like, maybe Higurashi DBZ.
No.
And then I was like, no, they literally do like a DBZ like anime fight in the newest series of Higurashi.
Mm.
Oh no.
No, it's good.
Mm-hmm. Higurashi. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, it's good.
That seems, from what I know of Higurashi, that seems
completely
like
out of place and stupid. I know, that's what makes it good.
out of place. Yeah. All right.
Mm-hmm. All right. Let's see. Okay, let's move on to our Discord questions. James the Cat Girl asks, what would the result be if Mario and Sonic did a DBZ fusion? And I'm just gonna Google this.
Ooh,
real
Sonic
quick.
with suspenders.
Mario, Sonic
with
fusion.
suspenders.
Mario with spikies.
Let's see. Some of the immediate results. Mario and Sonic doing the fusion dance.
Are there any images of Sonic with suspenders on?
Yes.
I watched a bunch of fusion dances like on Gardic Phone recently. Like professional artists were doing like playing that Gardic Phone game, and they did like fusions. And like one of the best ones was like Tails and Lola Bunny.
Okay.
It was really good.
Let's see. I'm gonna post this image of Sonic edited to be dressed like Mario.
Let's go.
Let's see. There's multiple comics showing this concept. There is just lots of people have thought what they'd look like, and there's some interesting results.
There's something so frightening about this image you posted that gives me the impression of Sonic with pants.
Well,
I know, but like the idea that Sonic is now wearing clothes is somehow more disturbing than him just wearing like his shoes and nothing else.
It's like way worse when he's Donald Ducking.
Yeah, they're a bit.
He looks more nude when he's Donald Ducking.
I'm thinking about Sonic with clothes, and oh yeah, I guess the way they edited this, it does look like he's kind of Donald Ducking it.
He's kind of Donald Ducking it.
Well,
the thing about Sonic the Hedgehog is I never want to see him look like a little boy, and the fusion of Sonic and Mario makes him to look like a guy, and I don't like it. Mm-hmm. He shouldn't look like a guy.
One thing is, like, I know DBZ did the fusion stuff first, but I also, like, wonder if people, like, approached it in, like, a Steven Universe kind of way, too.
You know,
because I feel like the approach is different. Even though it's the same thing, it's like, it means different things.
Yeah, and DBZ, they don't fuck to fuse together.
I've seen...
No, they don't fuck it. Not everyone fucks in... No, there's... No.
You know, it's not like...
It's just Ruby and Sapphire that fuck. They're not all they're not. No. There's babies. There's children.
Oh yeah, I guess Connie and Steven do that.
Mm-hmm.
Never mind. Don't cancel me online.
Steve. I just called him Steve. Steven Universe.
I'm just thinking of like. I've seen like loads of different like fan arts and comics of two characters start dancing together and then they turn into their fusion.
Yeah.
Regardless of species. It's interesting.
I like it.
So...
It's fun to think about, but it's not always fun to see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's fun in the concept, and then in the actual, you're like, ooh, yee.
Mm-hmm. So, our next question comes from, Sidmon, who asks, how would you cross over the plot of Thousand Year Door in Sonic 06, and I hate to say it, I don't know the plot of Thousand Year Door. But I do know the plot of Sonic 06.
So, I'm kind of the opposite. So...
With your powers combined, you can form the plot of 1,000 Year Door in Sonic 06.
I mean,
so,
I assume there's... I mean, 1,000 Year Door...
The most interaction I've had with Sonic 06 is Snapcube, so...
Yeah.
I guess the gist of Sonic 06's plot is this demon is like traveling through time to manipulate people into summoning him.
Okay, so there's a demon. So there is a demon
too.
in 1,000 Year Door also. And it is also like manipulating people to open the door. That's like kind of a spoiler, but kind of not. It's kind of... It makes sense. You kind of know. But,
yeah, maybe they're, like, working in tandem.
Yeah. Or it could be the same demon or something.
Yeah.
So who gets called the beta cuck in this scenario?
Let me think. So, Mephiles calls Silver a beta cuck in Sonic 06. So I'm thinking it's probably... Well, Luigi is the one getting called a beta cuck. I don't know who's calling him that. Maybe it's still Mephiles.
It might be Mephiles.
Yeah.
Yeah, Luigi would love to have some friends.
Luigi is beta male representation. Let's see. Emmy the Mouse asks, which would be the worst character to go Ultra Instinct?
I don't remember, like, why is Ultra Instinct, like, why would that be a bad, like, it would just make them more powerful, right? Or does something else happen?
Right. From what I remember...
I thought it just makes you really cool.
Yeah, I thought it just makes you cool. So, like, who shouldn't be cool?
It just makes...
Who's not allowed to be cool? I guess Luigi.
Like, I thought it just made the music get really poppin' and makes you really cool. Is there something I don't know about Ultra Instinct?
I think...
It separates your consciousness from your body? What the fuck?
Yeah.
That sounds even cooler!
From what I understand, from what I remember of watching Super with some friends, is that going Ultra Instinct means your body just does everything it can to win a fight. Just automatically missing every hit, or just automatically landing every hit, dodging every attack. Just perfect auto parry.
Alright.
That sounds even cooler!
So, I'm thinking the most dangerous one to get that ability would be probably Toad. Toad
already has Ultra Instinct.
The most dangerous one would be Yoshi.
Yeah.
No, he's too nice.
That's how Yoshi's gonna come back.
That is how
Yoshi's gonna come back with...
Who's the Shaggy Rogers of Mario and Sonic?
Ooh.
I'm thinking Waluigi.
I feel like that's still just Toad.
It might be Waluigi.
Oh, it might be, yeah.
That's
or maybe
just Toad.
It's just Luigi. Or it's Toad. Yeah, it's Toad.
It might be.
Yeah, that's just Toad still.
Mm-hmm.
Which
Toad
one?
does nothing
There's
but
so many Toads.
Toad Prime, the one that helps out Peach.
Basic red-ass Toad.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Fucked up. Ultra Instinct, Toad would just kill Peach or something. I don't know why I went in that
Ultra
direction.
Instinct Toad would kill Bowser.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Yeah, he'd fucking kill him. If this were the Mario mix, we would talk extensively about Bowser's... Or what's it called? The fucking... I can't remember what it's called. It's like... It was like these flash animations from around this time that were also like Super Mario Bros. Z, but much more explicitly violent.
Well, I did just say he's gonna murder Peach, like a fucking edgy 13-year-old. I mean, whatever. How old was I? 2007? Is that, when did this come out? I'm sorry.
2007.
Okay, it is 2007. That was 14 years ago, right? Yes. So yes,
I was
like 14.
10 years old.
I was 14, so I was the perfect age to be like, yeah, he killed Peach! Fuck!
Yeah, I was 13, so I think that's right.
I was 10 years old and too scared to go on Newgrounds.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I think I was pretty scared of Newgrounds. I remember watching these.
Nice.
I did really like Super Mario Bros. Z, but the one I was talking about before that was much more violent I did not like.
I guess I was rather like that too, but I was like more into like fandom stuff, like fanfic stuff, I mean, specifically. Yeah. And then like friends would show me funny cartoon things like this.
Our last question comes from Casey, who asks, what 90s knockoff mascot appears in the movie as the Omega powerful character bent on destroying the cast? It's gonna be Bubsy.
Bubsy? Oh god, same hat! Bubsy, yeah. The fact we both thought of it, I'm like, it's gotta be.
It's gotta be Bubsy.
It's gotta be fucking Bubsy.
He can do all sorts of moves like gliding and jumping and talking about art.
Is Bubsy the Scrappy-Doo of 90s kids cartoon? I guess Scrappy is the Scrappy-Doo of 90s kids things. Well,
let's see.
I guess he's older than that.
I think people liked Bubsy at the time.
Yeah.
But, like, he aged the worst compared to... Well, I don't think he aged the worst. Probably the worst is Awesome Possum, which was not very good, had a bunch of really annoying voice lines, much like Bubsy 3D.
What if everyone thought it was going to be Bubsy, but then it was actually Awesome Possum? And, like, they were gonna, like... There's, like, kind of, like, a mistaken identity kind of thing going on here.
Yeah, I'm thinking Bubsy and Gex are teaming up. And at first it seems like they're the bad guys, but no. Yes. It's actually Awesome Possum.
Yes, exactly. People loved Gex, I think.
Yeah.
I guess people loved Bubsy, too.
Yeah. Gex is the Austin Powers of video games. Yeah, so I think that answers your question. That's
Powers
all the
video
questions.
Games is the Austin Powers video game that Slappers Only put together. Thank you.
So, with all that said and done, and we don't need to roll for next week because we already rolled last week.
It was Sad AM, right?
Yeah, Sad AM. And we're taking a week off.
Right, yeah. So we'll be back.
Yeah, we'll be back. We'll be recording again. Well, actually, I need to check the episode count because I think the episode after... Yeah, this is episode 68.
You know what it is.
The next one is 69.
So we're not even talking about Sad AM. We're talking about fanfic.
Yeah. The week after that, we'll be talking about Sad AM. But before that, we will be reading fanfic. We did get some submissions, including one from Casey, who sent in a question, and a very, very in-depth one by Emmy the Mouse. Very much looking forward to.
I perused the first line, and I saw Dr. Starline in the first sentence, and I am very excited to see where this goes.
Yeah. It's all about Dr. Starline.
Well.
But yeah.
The other
simply for me.
Casey wrote a creepypasta for us.
Oh fuck yeah.
Yeah. And if you want your fanfic read, send it to me before December 2nd, and we'll see what we can do.
Yes, you still have a little bit of time at least. You know?
got a few weeks.
You could cram it out for Thanksgiving or something. That's what people do for like NaNoWriMo, right? So you can just do that with your funny. I mean, don't fucking write us a 50,000 word.
Yeah,
don't make
write.
It too
no,
long.
Write us a 50,000 word.
Don't write a novel's worth.
No, go ahead and do it.
If you've already been working on your novel-length fanfic episode, Thanksgiving will be an excellent opportunity to finish it. If not, please do not. So, yeah, that wraps it up. I think it's time to go to plugs, so let's do that. I'm Dan. You can find me at a lot of places. You can find all those places at linktr.ee/big_challenges. From there, you can find my Twitter at Bigger Challenge, and my other podcasts, which include Pod of Greed, a Yu-Gi-Oh podcast. We have started on season 3. There was actually a recording earlier today I listened in on. We've got some guest episodes, one featuring Francisca, aka PhD Mum, and another one featuring Chaz, the Chaz Helmut.
Yeah, I was gonna say, wait, Chaz? You got Chaz Princeton on your fucking show?
Let's Chaz it up.
Yeah, Chaz from Who Watches the Watch. Chaz from Who Watches the Watch and various other things I can't think of at the moment.
You can listen to Video Games, the Movie, the Podcast, a monthly video game movie podcast I do with my friend Maxie. November, we're talking about the Uwe Boll Alone in the Dark film. Very serendipitous to talk about an Uwe Boll film in November. Let's see. We can talk about, or you can listen to the now finished at Chillbleed, Michael Reynolds' Auditory Horrorland. I'll probably start shouting that one out less and less. And Stranger's Fiction, actual play podcast focused on one-shots. And last but not least, at Xbox_holiday, where Usher celebrates holidays with Xbox. I'm looking at next week, and on Sunday the 28th, I can proudly say, Happy Hanukkah, Xbox.
Happy Hanukkah, Xbox.
Nice. I didn't know it started.
Yeah, it usually starts in December, but this year it's in November.
Okay.
So Morg, where can we find you?
You can find me at Haunting the Morg on Twitter. That's Haunting the MORG. You can also find me on my other podcasts. I feel like weird still plugging this, but I will until I decide to end it. Departure Lounge, my airplane-themed Hunter x Hunter podcast. That's on hiatus at the moment, but you should listen to what's there. You should also listen to my podcast that I have with Ebby the Mouse, who said it a lovely fanfic, Emery, and that our friend Elvire, Digimon Ghost Gaze, a Digimon Ghost Game watch podcast. And then I'm gonna plug it here. If all things go well, since it's already on Twitter, you can find me on a ReZero podcast called Forward ReZero, where I watch it for the first time with some, at least one probably like familiar voice from this show, from the first creepypasta Halloween episode we did. You can find all that stuff on my Twitter. I'll fucking plug my shit there, always. Devon, where can we find you?
You can find me on also a Hunter x Hunter podcast with Emmy the Mouse, Emery, called Gone Will Hunting, where we discuss Hunter x Hunter, and nowhere else.
Mm-hmm. All right. And you can also find us on @ShuffleSonic on Twitter. From there you can find our Discord. And also you can find us on Noisepace.xyz. Noisepace.xyz is a podcast network run by noted Canadian Matt GameCube, which is why we have to say Z every time. And there's lots and lots of shows on there, including ones already listed. You can also, this week's alphabetical shout-out is The Last D&D Podcast. No gimmicks, all game. Dungeon Master Steven weaves a tale of fantasy and adventure for a too large party of 7 doofuses. It's new episodes every Saturday. Last episode was, no, never mind. The latest episode was a Suicide Squad, or it was an episode named The Suicide Squad, unrelated, or I don't know. I don't think it's related to the movie The Suicide Squad, but that updated in June 19th, 2021. I assume that was the last episode. Or no, I don't think this is updated in quite some time, actually. But check it out regardless. This is why I do the alphabetical shoutouts, to shout out the things that nobody else shouts out on their noise-based podcasts. And until next time, Sonic is real, he is strong, and he is my friend.
He is the only blue alive that matters.
The only one.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.